welcome to another episode of The Real Estate Connection with your host, Stephen Theard. Come on in, we're about to get started.
Time now for The Real Estate Connection with Stephen Theard, a realtor and certified probate and real estate specialist. Whether you're a first-time homebuyer or a seasoned investor looking to downsize, move up, or refinance, this program is for you.
A house in the middle of our street. Someone tells you that you've got to in the middle of.
From probate sales to landscape design to home repairs and maintenance, this is your weekly look into all things real estate. Now your host for The Real Estate Connection, Stephen Theard.
Hey everybody, welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. I appreciate y'all joining me today. Thank you so much for spending some time this afternoon on The Real Estate Connection with your host and in-house realtor, Stephen Theard. Hey, welcome. Glad you guys could spend some time with me this afternoon. Hey, so we're going to get started in the show. And can you guess maybe what we might be talking about today? Yeah, that's right, baby. Money. That's right. Welcome to the show. Hey, thank you for joining me today. Let's jump right on in. Hey, do you find it difficult to keep your home neat and tidy? Do you have a hard time finding important items in your home when you need to? Are you just not motivated to stay organized in your home? Well, in today's podcast, you may find the motivation to change. Today, you will see how being disorganized in your home could cost you real money. That's right, real money. So I'm going to try something I haven't tried before, and here we go. That's right. Saving some cash. All right. So if you're new to the podcast and you would like to see how to become a subscriber, send me an email right now at info@realestateconnectionradio.com. Again, that's info@realestateconnectionradio.com with your name and your email address, and I'd be happy to add you to my podcast distribution list. The email address is right there at the bottom of your screen. There you go. Right there at the bottom of your screen. info@realestateconnectionradio.com. That's info@realestateconnectionradio.com. Send me an email with your name and your email address, and I'll be happy to add you to the podcast distribution list. And oh, by the way, if you're looking to get into the real estate market, I am a licensed real estate agent with Coldwell Banker, California DRE number 0170019, and I can be reached directly at 408-472-0817. But without any further ado, let's get into the show. That's right. All right. So, first of all, credit needs to be given where credit is due for the information for today's program. Jennifer Nelson is a Florida-based content writer who is always up for a home improvement project. She writes about remodeling, home repair, improvement, and design. Her work has appeared in Better Homes and Gardens, HGTV, DIY Network, and many other print publications and websites. And you can follow Jennifer on Twitter. That's Jennifer Nelson. So a big fat round of applause goes out to Jennifer Nelson. Thank you so much, Jennifer, for providing that content online and giving me the information that I get to share with you. That's right, you, the listener, today. All right, so how can you lose real money by being disorganized in your home? Well, disorganization, we'll go to the first room, all right? So we're going to go room by room in your home as far as where disorganization happens and then where the dollars get lost. So let's start in your home office. So how can disorganization cost you money in your home office? Well, the number one cause for that is lost paperwork, all right? How many of you out there, raise your hand, come on, raise your hand, are just really disorganized in your home office? I'm raising my hand. I'm one of those people. So lost papers equals time spent looking for them and money wasted on getting duplicate copies, right? And so misplaced bills also equal late fees, bad credit scores, and higher interest rates. If you weren't already aware, especially in real estate when you're going to buy a house, that bad credit score definitely leads to higher costs of home ownership because your interest rate will go up when your credit score is down. So when you can't find those bills and you forget to pay one and you're late a month or you're late a week or two off of a bill and it causes a ding on your credit, it can take 6 months to get that repaired. So having your organization in your office really does help, and you do not want to be losing bills and paperwork like that. Also, missed tax deadlines equal penalties. So if you have lost your 1099s, your W-2s, or your statements from your investment accounts, and then you have to delay filing your tax returns, or you have to send an email or call them up and ask for a duplicate, that's one, going to cost you money, and then two, is going to hurt you in your tax deadlines, and that's going to also cost you money as well. So what is the solution? Home office systems. That's right. It sounds obvious, but it's the truth. Home office systems to help you keep track of important paperwork, all right? So home office furniture with storage and hanging file drawers helps. So if you have a desk where you keep your computer and your paperwork, if it has drawers with hanging file folder capabilities, absolutely take advantage of that and use it. Now, if you don't have a lot of room in your office, you can also use wall-mounted cubbies to store documents by categories. So if you want to use your wall for storage, you get the cubbies and you label them. It might say utility bills or home mortgage or insurance, and just have different cubbies that you can pull out and put your bills into. And then tax documents and other paperwork that's important as far as investments are concerned as well. If you want to know where you stand on your portfolio and your positions, you're going to want to have those labeled also. You can also turn a closet into a document storage center. You see those old metal filing cabinets? Well, if you have an extra closet in your home that you're really not utilizing, maybe you get a couple of those steel filing cabinets and stick them in a closet and keep it organized. You can just walk in, open the door, and pull those drawers out and utilize that extra space. Okay, and then also you can utilize stackable bins. So every year about this time, if you go into the big box stores like Lowe's or Costco, you can go into them and they usually have bins that are for sale because spring is the time for cleaning and organization usually, and that's a good time to catch those sales. So about this time, if you haven't already missed it, it's March 2021. Go into Lowe's, Home Depot, grab those stackable bins. You can get them in different sizes and use them as well. Just be careful not to store them on top of things like outlets or vents in your home. All right, so that's the first area in your house where you can actually lose real dollars by not being organized. So what's the second area in your home where it can cost you real money, real cash money, for not being organized? We're going to head into the dreaded closet. All right, so this is mainly closets in your bedroom or your spare bedroom where you may be storing your extra clothes or accessories, where you have an overflow from your normal day-to-day wearing. wearing items. So missing clothes equals money spent on duplicates. So if you maybe have under t-shirts, socks, undergarments. I know women wear camisoles underneath their blouses, things of that nature, or just t-shirts. You go out and buy t-shirts from visiting places, and they're really important to you, but you kind of lose track of where everything is, and then you go and visit that place again, and you go, I can't find that t-shirt, so you buy another one, and then you go and organize your closet, and you figure out that you already have 2 or 3 of them. That is wasted money. Also, hidden items. Wasted time, since you can't see what you own. Like, again, you could have a stack of camisoles or a stack of t-shirts or a stack of socks that you got for Christmas that you shoved in the back of a drawer and you don't see them, so you're in Costco and you're walking around and you're like, oh, that's a really good deal on socks, and you wind up buying them, and you get back home and you're organizing for the spring and you pull out like 2 or 3 pairs of brand new socks that you got for Christmas or birthdays, and you're like beating yourself against the head because you're like, I had these things the whole time and I bought it anyway. All right. So additionally, accessories. Wasted money on items you don't wear that you can't find. So if you may have jewelry or ties or scarves or necklaces or chains, and they've been put into an organized space, but then over time you've stored things on top of them, you can forget that you have those marvelous items to accessorize your outfits with, and you'll go into the store and you'll buy them again and buy them again and buy them again. So what is the solution? Organizing prevents buying duplicates of items you already have. So, number 1, clear out those crammed and overstuffed closets. Get rid of everything you no longer use. This is another place where you can actually save money, like on your tax returns. Gather up all those old clothes and donate it to a local charity and take the tax write-off. Whether it's Salvation Army or Goodwill, go and take those clothes or accessories, shoes, socks, things of that nature that you don't use anymore, and donate it. Sitting in your closet and taking up space doesn't help you on your tax return every year, and you could be saving yourself some money. Buy pre-built closet organizers to help you with your storage once you clean everything out. You should also add new hanging rods if necessary, if you have little space in your closets. So if you have one closet that's just for shirts and pants, you can have the top part of your closet for your shirts, the bottom part of your closet for your pants, with a new hanging rod, and then you can double the storage space in smaller areas of your home. And then you can add additional shelving for bulky items such as hats, or shoes, or boots, or things of that nature. Also, you can add hooks to your closet for other types of accessories such as belts, ties, and scarves. So those are the first 2 areas of the home that you can definitely lose real dollars by not being organized. So with that, we're going to go to a quick commercial break. I want to thank you guys for joining me so far on another podcast of the Real Estate Connection, another episode of the Real Estate Connection podcast. Thank you again. We're going to go to a quick break and we'll be back in a second. Okay, if you're looking to buy or sell real estate in the near future and you're looking for someone to help you out with that, whether it's you or a family member, give Stephen Theard, your podcast realtor, a call today at 408-472-0817. Call me today. Let me get you down the road of either home ownership or cashing out that hard-earned equity to move on to the next chapter of your life. Call me now. Don't delay. For those of you that are thinking of selling, inventory is still very low and interest rates are still low, even though they're starting to tick up a little bit. You want to catch the wave before people start to panic in the selling market, and then we see a lot of inventory increase in the market, and we don't have that multiple bid situation. If you're a buyer, you don't want to miss these low interest rates. As they start to tick up a little bit, you'll be paying more money for borrowing, and then it'll cost you more money for your home. So get off the fence today. Give Stephen Theard, your podcast realtor, a call at 408-472-0817. I'm with Coldwell Banker, California DRE number 017-00019. And back to the program. All right, thank you everybody for staying with me here on the Real Estate Connection podcast. We are discussing how you can lose real money by being disorganized in certain areas of your home. We've covered 2 other areas, and if you've missed them, you can just rewind the podcast, but if you're catching it in the middle or somebody just sent it to you and you just don't want to have to worry about finding me on Apple Podcasts and Podbean, the Real Estate Connection podcast, by the way. Just look for the Real Estate Connection on Apple Podcasts and Podbean, and you can find me, Stephen Theard, your podcast realtor. But you can also send me an email right now to that email address right there below, info@realestateconnectionradio.com. That's info at realestateconnectionradio.com. I'd be happy to add you to my podcast distribution list. That way they just come into your emails and you can check them out every week. All right, so where's the next area of the house where you can lose real dollars for not being organized? That would be the kitchen. That's right, the kitchen. That's where a lot of parties happen, and that's where a lot of people hang out when you're socializing, but it's also the place where you spend almost more time other than your bedrooms for sleeping in your home and using it for what you purchased a home for in the first place. So how can being disorganized in your kitchen cost you real money? Expired food. Expired food equals actual wasted money. You go to the grocery store, you pay inflated costs for milk, dairy, food, other items. It goes into your refrigerator and gets shoved into a corner. You forget it's there, it spoils, and you wind up throwing it away. That is dollars going out the door into the trash can. You don't want that. Also, the overflowing pantry, where you can't see the ingredients you have, and then you wind up wanting to make a special recipe and you forget that you already have a spice that you're looking for, and you run to the store and buy it again instead of utilizing what you already have in your cupboard. Also, crammed cabinets lead to overspending on multiple dishes and gadgets. So you may forget that you have that serving tray, or you may forget that you have that special cooking gadget because you can't see it, and then you see an advertisement for it because you've forgotten, like they say, out of sight, out of mind. You've forgotten that you have it. You see an advertisement for it on the internet, and you go out and buy it, and then when you're organizing, you find out that you've bought a second one that you didn't need to have. So, did you know, and this is right out of the article that I just pulled off the internet, did you know that according to an IKEA survey that 50% of the world's kitchens have a junk drawer? That's right, a junk drawer. Why would you want a junk drawer in your kitchen? That's the place where you cook, where it's supposed to be clean and organized and neat. It's also where you spend a lot of time, so you don't want a junk drawer in your kitchen. All right, so what are the solutions? 1, if you do have that dastardly junk drawer, organize it. Clean it all out, dump everything out of it, put it on in a box, go out and buy a drawer organizational system and label the spaces within that drawer. Organize your pens, your pencils, your rubber bands, your paper clips, coupons, crazy glue, thumbtacks, whatever you have in there that you use, because we all are doing life and we go, oh man, I sure could use a paper clip. And then you go, I wonder if I have one of those in my junk drawer, because I might have thrown one in there because you open up some mail and it has a paper clip attached and you're like, what do I do with this thing? Because you're not in your office, and you throw it in the junk drawer. Well, if you have an organizational system in your junk drawer and you get a paper clip off of something that's been mailed to you, you can pull it open and go boop and drop it right there in that drawer that it's no longer junk but organized. And that way people can go to it when they need things or items, small items of value. Also, additionally, clean out your cabinets at least once a year. That way you can clear out any dated or old spices that you no longer use or haven't touched in a long time. Or if they've never been opened and they're still fresh, maybe it could be a stocking stuffer for that cook that you have in the family. All right. Also, clean out your refrigerator once every month. Just open the door, go through there, pull things out, look around, see if there's anything in there that's gone bad or you've opened and you don't use and it had an expiration date and now it's time to get rid of. It clears up space so you can see what you actually have and use it and not let it go to waste so it goes into the trash can with the dollars. Organize your cabinets by spices, condiments, plates, cups, and other eating and cooking gadgets. Put all your pots in one spot, all your mixing utensils in another spot, all of your gadgets that require electricity like mixing bowls, hand mixers, food processors. That's right, those big things that just chomp and chop and do all that good stuff that you see on Chopped all the time. Have all that stuff in one spot, and if it doesn't fit in your kitchen, put it in a pantry or a storage place just outside of the kitchen area. And then if you need extra space, you can use hanging hooks from the ceiling or on the wall for those oversized pots and pans. Lazy Susans are great if you can install them, and pull out cabinetry. So if you have a cabinet and it's just a couple of shelves, you may want to upgrade and install those pull-out drawers so it's easier for you to pull out things and see what you have, and that way you won't wind up buying things that you don't need. Door spaces for hangers and hooks for spices, for spice racks, so you can attach spice racks to the doors and drawers, or pull out spice rack helps a great deal for all you cooks out there. All right, so where is the last and final place where you may be losing real dollars in your living area? Your general house in general. If you're like me, you tend to walk in to the home. You're thinking about other things like, I'm getting ready for dinner. I need to put stuff on the countertop. I just got back from the store. I got to sit down all of my stuff. I got the mail, and you kind of just toss everything down, and you're walking around trying to take your shoes off and hang up your coat, and you set your wallet down somewhere, and you set your keys down in another spot, and then you go to leave the house the next day, and you're like, where's my wallet? Where are my keys? You don't remember. So at the entry point of your house, set up an organizational station, a place for you to hang your keys. So when you walk in the door, it's just something you get into a habit of doing. Also, have a designated area for your purse or for your wallet, so that you put it in that specific spot every day, preferably near the entrance of your home, or if you're worried about security, in the bedroom. All right. Be sure that when you're organizing, though, do not use organizational systems that block the ventilation or the heating or cooling ducts in your home, because it's going to cost you money and the efficiency of heating and cooling your property as well. So become a creature of habit. Put that stuff away right when you walk in the door. At least try to remember to do so, even though you may have the kids screaming at you, an armful of groceries, or you're on the phone with a business call and you're doing a deal, or whatever's going on. Try to take a deep breath, stop, pause for a second, put stuff away where it belongs so you're not wasting time and money trying to figure out where things go. So that's it for the organizational show today and how to save real dollars. I'm going to leave you with this. He will wipe every tear from their eyes. There will be no more death or mourning or crying or pain, for the older things have passed. The old order of things has passed away. That's Revelation 21:4. Talks about a bright future where you don't have to worry about organization anymore or losing things, because everything's going to be beautiful and there'll be no more tears or no more pain as we move into the new earth when our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ comes back. So anyway, I will leave you with that. That's a positive thing. God bless you. God bless the United States of America. God bless your family, and thank you for joining me on another episode of the Real Estate Connection podcast, and we will see you again next week. So, that didn't work very well. I'm going to add this real quick. There you go. And that's it. And now we have some outro. We have a new outro. So we're going to try that this week. I hope you guys enjoy it. We'll see y'all later.
This has been The Real Estate Connection with Realtor and Certified Probate and Real Estate Specialist Stephen Theard. Licensed Cal BRE number 0170019. For more information on this program, visit realestateconnectionradio.com. To contact Stephen directly, call 408-472-0817 or email info@realestateconnectionradio.com. And be sure to tune in next week at this time for The Real Estate Connection.